Hey, it's Taryn. It's time for Sunday Reads. I'm getting a little bit of a late start today because reasons. Life, I guess. Over the last week, I didn't really do a lot of reading. I've been doing some other stuff like finishing up the last week of the Whole 30 that I've been doing. And it's been an interesting experience, one that I hope never to repeat because it's been very difficult, but also it's taught me a lot. I should be learning a little bit more over the next week as I start reintroducing foods, but for now I feel like it was good for me, but I can't wait to eat most of the foods that I was eating before. And I guess what it teaches you is to be more observant about what you're eating, so in that way it's good. But the reading I did do was I read Lucy M. Boston's The Children of Green Knowe, which was talked about by Jane at Yes Miss Jane. Thank you for that, by the way. And I think Rachel mentioned it before in one of her videos. And I read the first, it's a long series, but I read the first book, and it was very old-fashioned. It's about this young boy named, I want to say Toby, but that was one of the other characters. Anyways, it's T something. And he's part of this family that's lived in this house for a really long time, this house called Green Knowe. And he's been away at school, and suddenly one day his great-grandmother sends for him and brings him back to this family home. And he's never lived there before, but he's basically drawn into the adventure and sort of into the past. The ghosts of 3 children live there, and I guess it's not really ghosts so much as magic, but it was a very old-fashioned story and a lot of fun and very sweet, and I was just pleased to read it. So thanks for your recs, guys. I also did not read Low, so hopefully I'll read that next week. But I finished The Drowned Worlds, the short story anthology put together by Jonathan Strahan. I never did learn how to pronounce his name. It was a little bit disappointing, I would have to say. I solidly liked about 3 of the stories. I kind of liked a few more, and then the rest of them I just didn't like them. But it was very awesome reading them with Rachel. She had some insights that helped me at some points. I didn't understand like what the point of it was, or I didn't sort of grasp what they were trying to do, and being able to like actually talk with somebody about it made it a lot easier to make some connections and see it from a different point of view. And I really enjoyed doing that, and I would love to do that again sometime with a different anthology. And you know, who doesn't need to read more science fiction short stories? I have made some progress in To Like the Lightning by Ada Palmer. I am 36% through it, and I'm looking forward this week to reading more of it. My lunch breaks are spent half an hour reading whatever ebook I'm reading, and half an hour walking and listening to an audiobook. So I was doing the short stories this week, so I couldn't really read much of To Like the Lightning, so I'm looking forward to finishing that this week. My breakfast book has been Slow River by Nicola Griffith, and it's weird. It's about a young lady of good breeding. No. She's like an heiress, I guess, and she's kidnapped, and the kidnapping changes the course of her life. She's had a troubled life so far, and she ends up in a kind of a dark place in a dark world, like underbelly of the world, doing questionable things. But it's really interesting watching her character grow in this, and I'm about halfway through, and I'm looking forward to finishing that as well. And the audiobook is The Bear and the Nightingale, same as last week, but I think I'm about halfway through that now, and it's getting better. It's getting more enjoyable, I think. So I'm starting to get to the parts where it's coming together, so I'm very much looking forward to that. Hopefully I'll finish it in the next 3 or 4 days so that I can read Jonathan Stroud's The Whispering Skull, I think it is, Lockwood and Company, which I'm super looking forward to, but my time is running out on my audiobook alone, so I need to like chop or something. But anyways, that's been my reading week, and that's what I'm going to be reading, so nothing new and exciting there. The weather's been so weird. Hot one day, cold the next, but that's February for you, I guess. This week I would appreciate your luck giving thinking about me. I'm doing some kind of big things right now that will probably not go through, but if they do, it would be pretty awesome. So more about that next week when I actually find something out about it. But yeah, tell me how you've been doing. What have you been reading? Is there anything interesting that's happened either in what you've been reading or in your life? I would like to know. So I guess that's it. Until next time.